Invest Atlanta is the economic development arm for the city of Atlanta. We have 3 basic departments. So as an economic developer, it's not one job you can be. There is a lot of jobs in the field that you can pursue. So in economic development, you could decide to pursue a focus in housing, which we have at Invest Atlanta, and we have the most astounding careers, women in careers that I know of in the field. And it really looks as how do you create a housing stock that's able to address the needs of everyone. So some people may be looking for apartments or condominiums or houses. Whatever it is, you want to make sure that it's accessible to everyone. So we have housing. You could also be a professional within the redevelopment space. And in redevelopment, what it means is sort of what the word is, redevelopment. So you have key corridors in the city. How do you redevelop these so that they fulfill their full potential? So whether it's retail, whether it's development, whether it could be even housing. How do you make sure that the community has everything it needs? And so you're looking at concepts of bringing them back up to the level and to providing the services that you want them to provide. So that's the redevelopment. There also is in redevelopment this idea of even more than just corridors, is there special focus areas in the cities. And these are called tax allocation districts or tax increment financing, which just means that we have 10 tax allocation districts throughout the city where we pay special focus to them. We say this area needs us to make sure that we're pushing economic development theories there. And the last is the business development piece, which is the piece that I'm in, which is really looking at how do we attract companies, grow companies, and really help with the churn, because companies will begin and companies will close. And you need to make sure that the company base or the business base in your city is as diverse as possible. There are over 30,000 businesses in the city of Atlanta. They provide services from dry cleaning all the way up to professional development, architecture firm, legal firms, etc. We need to make sure that you have the broad spectrum here, because if you imagine a city that didn't have any cleaners or any restaurants, where would people go eat? Where would they get their clothes cleaned? So you really need to make sure that it has the diversity. And so you want to diversify that. Now, one of the pieces that aren't in Invest Atlanta, but also important to an economic developer, is workforce. If you ask businesses today, what is the number one concern? It's workforce. I want to make sure that if I go into your city, I can hire the people that I need with the skills that I need to be able to do the work that I need. And so that is a big component, and you see workforce coming in very close to economic development. And the last piece is, I would say, is your technical colleges. So it's not only people with professions that are going to drive the growth of your economy. You need carpenters, you need electricians, you need plumbers. And so are you creating a pipeline of everyone, because you need to be diverse? So the impacts that we create ourselves, again, I've been able to attract over 65 companies, over 7,500 jobs here in the city. That economic output is over $90 billion. So we've been able to really see and make an impact. And we measure the return. How much taxes does that come into the city? So economic development really is something that, instead of being something that cities have to see as a burden, it really is an investment, because we give you rates of return. You invest in economic development, we produce you companies that then pay taxes, that then those taxes are used to support police, fire, and libraries. And that's why cities even really focus on economic development. So you'll see there's economic development agencies in every city, at every state, and that's the main purpose.